All right, we're here. What is going on, YouTube? I know it's been a hot minute since I've spoken on this channel. We're doing a live because today it requires a live stream, and I just don't feel like recording. So, how are you doing? Hope all is good. Yeah, we have a breaking news. Not new. William Eklund has been traded from the San Jose Sharks. If you have been here and if you've been on my other channel, you might know that I thought this was coming. I thought this was probably long overdue. And here we are. We're finally here. Let me double check the audio on my end really quick because I have screwed up a live stream before. So let me hear it on my end really quick. Other channel. We're good. We got it going on. But yeah, the San Jose Sharks have traded away William Eklund. The time has finally come. I know there's a lot of Sharks fans out there who are in love with William Eklund, and it's kind of borderline cringy with how some of these fans are attached to a player like William Eklund. And yeah, I just think it was a long time coming, man. I've talked about this in a couple of my Shark breakdown videos on my other channel. It's about hockey. If you haven't been there yet, go check it out because I do talk about a lot of hockey things. But this channel specifically, we're talking about the San Jose Sharks, and here we are. Yeah, this one should really come as no surprise. The writing was on the wall for a long time. I think what Mike Greer, as he pulled off some moves this past week in trading for Kesselring, everyone was kind of thinking what was going to happen at the draft. I think that's the main question everyone had at the point up until this trade was what was going to happen with that second overall pick, and I think we got an answer now. I think we have. I mean, we don't have a for sure answer, but I think we're pretty damn near close on who it's going to be. Let's look at this trade really quick. Ottawa Senators acquire William Eklund and two prospects from the San Jose Sharks in exchange for the first round pick in 2026. That first round pick being the number 9th overall pick from Ottawa, who they just got from Florida in that Brady Tkachuk trade. What the Sharks had to give up: William Eklund, Casper Holtonen, and the rights to Brandon Savona. Or Savona, I don't know how to pronounce that last name. I know he's a good player. I know that. But yeah, I mean, my instant reaction, was doing a little moonwalk. I'm not gonna lie, because it's honestly, it was just time. I know a lot of fans out there are saying, we're like, oh, he's still young, he's still growing with his core, yada yada yada. Last year's performance, it just wasn't doing it for me. He has been in the league long enough that yeah, some players do have bad seasons, and I think for the most part, William Eklund had a bad season last year. But the writing was kind of on the wall when it came to, there's not really much space for him in the lineup right now, especially with the way the team is going. Based on how he played last year, it was bound to happen. And we need, our prospect pool is definitely deep enough where we can call someone up if we needed someone. We saw that last year with Chernyshov. We saw it with Reginda. There's another player I'm missing right now, but we saw it last year, and we were getting more production out of those players than we were with William Eklund. So again, if William Eklund would have played better last year, I think we wouldn't be in this situation right now. Given that the fact that there are so many, first of all, getting the second overall pick this year changed a lot of things. I think getting that pick kind of put Sharks fans, and I would say put William Eklund on notice, because if we were to take a defenseman at that second overall pick, yeah, I think the consensus is going to be Reed. I mean, there's still a lot of talk out there right now, but it could be Carls, it could be Verhoff or Baronoff. You know what I'm talking about. My mind is scrambled right now because I'm trying to think of everything that has just happened in the last couple of minutes, because this isn't the only trade that just happened. It's the only one that happened for the Sharks, but there's a lot of movement happening right now prior to the draft. But yeah, I just think it was going to happen one way or the other. I know, like I said, the Sharks fans were really upset or were really throwing shade on the idea that William Eklund wasn't going to get traded. I mean, you take a look at the Ottawa Senators, a lot of fans were saying Brady Tkachuk was never going to get traded, and sure enough, it happened. I just think it's the fascination that people have with some of these players thinking that, they're the answer. They're not going to get traded for whatever reason. I mean, we're trying to build something here in San Jose. And if William Eklund wasn't part of that plan, at least we got something in return. And a lot of people right now are talking about, well, was the return worth it? Because William Eklund, he was seventh overall in the first round a couple years ago. He did have he had one good season. I think in my opinion, he had one good season. The writing was on the wall that, yeah, he could potentially be a better player long term, and he still needs to develop. But I think we're kind of past that point of development. Last year, I was like, I'm done. There's nothing about this player that I really like. Especially where he was playing at. He was playing on this. Well, I think the start of the season he played on the first line. Then he got moved. He just kind of worked his way down in the lineup. So no surprise to me that this was going to happen. I thought it was going to happen at the trade deadline last year for Simone Nemec. As we just saw, Simone Nemec just got traded today to Calgary. Prior to this trade, probably 5 minutes before this trade, or 5 or 10 minutes before this trade, I was literally in the car driving home from Costco with my wife when that trade broke, and then this trade broke right after. Then I hit a little mini dance in the car because I'm pretty excited about what Mike is doing over there for the Sharks. In acquiring the 9th overall, your mind finally starts to wonder, are we trying to package that with the 27th to move up even more? Because if we can get both the players or 2 of the top 3 players on our draft board, that would be dope. I'm trying to think of where we would move when we look at the draft order. Could we package it for another player, possibly a player that's in the league right now? Yes, absolutely. I still think that's a very good possibility. I mean, it could be happening right now for all I know. I'm not looking at my phone. I'm not looking at Twitter or anything right now. I saw a buddy of mine talking about Twisted Wrister talking about maybe acquiring Adam Fox from the Rangers, packaging those 2 picks up and sending them to the Rangers. I could see that happening. I could also see us packaging those 2 picks up and moving up to where the Rangers are at. I think the Rangers would be dumb to take that trade, but we know Mike Grier has a history with Drury over there in New York. So who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? I just know this is a move the Sharks needed to make, and it's a move that I am 100% behind on this one. Sad to see William Eklund go for sure. I mean, like I said, I think if we had more time, maybe if he had just a little bit better of a year, he might have been worth keeping. But I think for what we need as a team defensively, he was the odd man out. And I don't think the Sharks are done. I really don't. I think, William Eklund was one of the players I had on my radar last year for possibly being moved. I think the other one might be Tyler Toffoli. I think he has a no trade clause there, or no movement clause. I'd have to take a look. But there was talks about him potentially going to Toronto in exchange for Morgan Riley and something else, or Tyler Toffoli and something else for Morgan Riley. I'm not 100% on board with that one. But hey, like I said, Mike Grier is doing what he's doing over there. And so far, all the moves he's been making pre-draft have been for the betterment of the team. So it's exciting times. Now we're 3 days away from the draft. All these trades are happening right now prior to the draft, which kind of sucks because I was kind of looking forward to the draft and having all this drama unfold in front of us live. So we can, have instant reactions and stuff. It is what it is, man. But yeah, I just was kind of hoping we get some more draft day drama. But, like I said, I can't complain one bit. yeah, man, those are my initial thoughts. You know, a lot of people, I've got some text messages, I've gotten some DMs on, you know, this trade saying, "Oh, it finally happened." It was gonna happen. It's just a matter of when it was gonna happen. I didn't think we'd get the ninth overall pick for sure. I thought for sure we were probably going to be in play for Simone Nemec, but as that trade broke prior to this one, I mean, I think Mike Grier probably had two options. This was probably option two. I think option one was probably Simone Nemec, but I'm happy with either of these right now. We got 3 first-round picks this year. I forget how many we have next year. The Sharks are just stacking them up, man. And I can say 100%, I'm a little upset about Casper Holtman being moved because that kid had a bomb of a shot. I haven't watched a whole lot of the Barracuda, but I did watch him in the World Juniors. And the small glimpses I saw in him in preseason when he was up with the Sharks last year, and some highlights in the Barracuda. We know he has a crazy good shot, a crazy powerful shot, and that's something that the Sharks could definitely use. But if we're picking up Ivor Stenberg this draft, then it's all good. It's all good with me, man. But yeah, man, that's the trade in a nutshell. Again, this instant reaction. I really haven't had time to like really sit down and everything. I got done putting groceries away, checked my phone for like 2 minutes, and here we are. I haven't been on this channel in a little bit. I haven't gone over everything that I've been wanting to go over in this channel because I've been focused on my other channel. But if you're a Sharks fan, we got a lot happening coming up in the next couple days. So if you're a fan of the Sounds of Sharks, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, because I will be talking about the draft for sure. I'm going to be doing a live stream on my other channel. It's about hockey. I will probably tag that channel after I publish this video. We'll be doing a live stream of that draft on Friday. We're doing the whole first round because I was anticipating some moves to be happening to cover all this, and it's all happening today. So we still got a couple days left, so there might be some more moves happening in the next couple days. But yeah, man, I'm pretty excited about all this stuff. So yeah, join me on the live stream on Friday. I'll put a link down somewhere, or you can check my community post, link to it. But yeah, if you're a Sharks fan, come watch the draft with me. We'll be having live reactions and all that stuff, so it should be fun. William Eklund, thank you for your service in San Jose, but time to move on to bigger and better things. And at least he gets to go to Ottawa with his homie Fabian Zerlin. So that's like the upside there for him. You know, I think, like I said, a lot of fans loved him. Me personally, I could, whatever. But at least he's going somewhere where he has a familiar face, fellow countryman. So that should be dope for him. Other than that, boys, that is it. That is my instant reaction. I will catch you guys at the draft reaction or draft live stream on Friday. Hit those buttons for me, and I will catch you homies in the next one. Peace out.